Esta es la murga de Panamá. Panamá, 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 Panamá. Esta es la murga de Panamá. Tarapapa, para pa. Esta Navidad voy pa' Panamá a comer lechón con carimañola y que cacerola. Voy pa' Panamá. Ponle el corazón cantando a la gente panameña. Ponle el corazón cantando a la gente panameña. Hello, everybody. Here is your friend again. Happy Earth today. I just came back from Panama. Yes, I went to Panama finally. I have to tell you so much. First, starting with, okay, so these are just three of the songs that have the name of Panama in it or the title of Panama. There are a lot of salsa singers that sing to Panama about Panama. The first one is our very dear Willie Colon, who's passed not too long ago, and we love him. And that was La Murga de Panama. And the other one was Gilberto Santa Rosa and singing about going to Panama for Christmas. And the last one was what's his name? Shel Feliciano. Uh, he spent a lot. He loved Panama. He used to love Panama. So, and this is just three. We are very famous. We have a very famous Panamanian writer who writes for the biggest people in the salsa sphere. You know, it's amazing. His name is Omar Alfano. He's one of our biggest. He's the biggest in Panama, the biggest writer for a lot of people like Gilberto Santa Rosa. I think he wrote for Ruben Blades too. He have written for Jerry Rivera. I mean, it's a lot of singers, Spanish singers that he wrote for, and it's amazing, you know. So I just wanted to start with that because I just came back from Panama. You know, it was, I was debating, should I go, should I stay? The situation with the airports and airlines that I hate, American Airlines. I really don't like because I had so many bad experiences with American Airlines. So and I told you that I decided to um follow an advice from somebody on Reddit saying, why don't you get one way? Because I was trying to get a round trip and it was too expensive for spring break. And then if it wasn't that expensive, it was like the days and the hours were like crazy. I still, had to come in later than what I thought, you know. I still had to take a day off because I left Panama Sunday night and I didn't come home. I didn't get home until Monday morning, So, and like I told you, Panama is around the corner. It's like 4.5, 5 hours if you leave from Miami, even DC. It's just crazy. So, well, I did what I had to do. So, I got 2 one-way tickets. I went to Panama with Delta, Delta, and I came back with American, no, United. No problem, not at all. I was concerned about the yellow people, yellow with H, the ICE people being at the airport and harassing people, but no, I didn't see one. And I left from Atlanta, my layover was in Atlanta, and on the way there and on the way back, it was on New York. So not a problem. Everything was, besides, waiting to to waiting for the plane, I have no problems. Smooth. I went 3 days before to talk to the people at the airport. Do I need to be here 6 hours before? Because now it's 3 hours, and usually get there 2.5 hours, 2 hours. But if I had to be there early, I go there early. I mean, what I'm gonna do? So I got there early in regular time, 3 hours before. Everything was smooth. The plane, the pilot, everything was the pretzels they give you, the cookies, the water. I mean, it was because it's not a long trip, so they don't feed you. They just give you those little snacks. So I got there and my family picked me up and it was hot. It was hot. But it was nice, and I'm gonna show you some of the some pictures and videos. I wasn't able to use my drone because I don't know how to use it. So I'm gonna I'm gonna learn because I want to learn how to use a drone. And but I took some pictures and some videos, and I hope you like it. Some of them are about the supermarket. Some I did some shopping. I went with to different places with my family, specifically my sister and my niece, um, to eat, and it was so nice. So if some people are saying, yeah, Panama is too expensive. I'm gonna show you some of the things you can get. If you're open to try different things, especially if you like seafood. Seafood. I love seafood. I love fish. I love shrimp. I love even octopus. I love seafood. There's not too many things from the ocean that I don't like. So, yeah, it was very nice. And I spent some time with my mother, and, she's doing a little bit better. So that makes me happy. I just have to hear from my son again, and I will be happier. I did hear from him before I left. He sent me a text, and I let him know that I was flying to see his grandmother. And he said, well, tell grandma I love her, so that was nice. So I just want to hear from him again and see how he's doing. So, but yeah, I got there. We did some, eating, and you have to go, you go to Panama, you have to eat, you know, and it was nice. And I'm going to let you know about some of the things that I fantasize about my country and the reality, about what's going on now, what some of the things you can do or cannot do, and you can get affordable. At the airport, waiting to get in the plane, was this lady talking to another lady about, she is moving to Panama. She was there with her daughter, who's maybe about 9 or 10 years old, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about moving to Panama, and I've been here before, and I'm gonna spend 6 months here to see if I like it." I'm like, "Yes, girl, yes." And she said that she's going to homeschool her daughter, so that was something. I'm like, just enjoy it, you know, merge with people, immerse with the people. And how's your Spanish? She said, not so good, but I'm gonna learn. So I like that attitude. So I hope she's doing well. Like, wow, people still. And it's amazing. In the plane, I will say 70% of people there were Americans. Yes. English, 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 English everywhere. you know. Think the guy sitting beside me was American. I mean, wow. I went to the mall, English, 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 a lot of American. I should have taken a video of Americans like, can you find Waldo? Because the mall was packed with Americans. Yeah. The only bad thing is that, it was a Good Friday, and some of the our biggest stores were closed on, even Thursday, starting Thursday, some of the biggest stores were closed Thursday and Friday. So there were some stores open in the mall, but not the most popular one, the biggest one where you find a lot of good offers, sales, and good prices. But you still saw them with big old bags walking around. They still did some shopping. So I hope you love some of these videos and pictures I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you a little bit of my land I bought with my sister, and what I'm like, yes, I'm gonna put the first stone, on the foundation, because that's what they say they were working on, but it was not ready yet. But I was able to buy some couple of plants and did some planting. I did it here. Of course, I have to go to Panama and do it too. So I did. I didn't put my first rock on my foundation. I don't know how you call that, but the holes were there where all the things gonna go in, columns, because we thinking about building a two storage home. So yeah, so it's something, I'm so happy. I'm so, see my mom and go see my piece of land and spend time with the family, and you know it was hot. And then I come here, it's 30 degrees. It's 80 degrees in Panama right now. And I come here, it's 30 degrees. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck is April, people? Why is we still cold? But yes, it's still cold. So, but anyway, so one of the things that you might enjoy, I might complain about the heat. It's humid in Panama, but it's so good for your skin. It's not a hair weather. It's not a good hair weather, but your skin is just, some people ask me, hey, your skin is so nice. And, some people ask me, I'm not asking myself. People ask me. But Panama weather is good for your skin because you don't need that much moisturizer. You don't. Because, the humidity helps your skin. And the other thing is that, it's because it's hot, we take 2-3 showers a day sometimes if you want to, maybe you live in a place where you have AC, and you can, yeah, you can have AC. And in my house, my mom's house, we just have AC in the bedroom. So, but Panamanians, we like to, if you go to Panama, you're going to see that we always have our windows and doors open all day, sometimes at night, even with some mosquitoes around, it's, depending on where you live. But, yeah, so it's kind of on the warm side, but we have oceans on both sides, so that air is, the breeze was wicked. It was nice. So I'm going to show you some of that, just giving you little tips of, went to the supermarket, went to eat, nice places. We're famous. We on a Instagram of this restaurant, outdoor restaurant that we went on the Colon side. Colon is one of the cities on the coast of Panama and province. It's a province. and they have an outdoor restaurant where it's near the where the train, one of the train passes. Oh, that was so nice, so nice. And they took a picture of us. The name of the restaurant is La Punta del Sabor, I think. And you have to go if you go to Cologne. Christopher Columbus, we say in Spanish, Cristobal Colón. So if you go there, you have to go to La Punta del Saber because it's very nice and they give you a lot. So it was very tasty and we had such a good time. So I hope you really like what I'm going to show you, and let me know what you think and if you have any questions.